in our first reading today from that first chapter of the book of the prophet Isaiah, we hear and we receive great hope. Specifically, that no sin is too big for God. No sin is too great for God. No sin is too much for God. For we heard this word proclaimed to the princes of Sodom, the people of Gomorrah, "Come now, let us set things right. Though your sins be like scarlet, they may become white as snow. Though they be crimson red, they may become white as wool." We, in our own lives, can call to mind, no doubt, our own imperfections, our own sins, and we can think, well, wait a minute, what about this part of my life? What about that thing I did or I do? Our own sins are personal and particular, and they can taunt us even at times. They can weigh us down. But the prophet Isaiah calls our attention to the eternal truth that you always can be made new. And how? Through the cross, through Jesus. Because arms outstretched on the cross, his embrace even fits you and everything you bring. When we meet and encounter that embrace in the sacrament of confession, no matter what we bring, we're forgiven. Nothing, no one, not even you, are too much for Jesus in his mercy. You know, Jesus speaks in the gospel these words about burden. You know, because apart from him, the world is like the scribes and Pharisees. In other words, good luck trying to lift this burden off of your life. They tie up heavy burdens hard to carry and lay them on people's shoulders. That's what we feel, and they will not lift a finger to move them. That without Jesus and his mercy in the cross, that's what our life can be like. And not only is there a kind of sarcastic, oh, good luck, see how you can do on your own, there's almost a reveling, a rejoicing in our downfall, in our failure. Because our attempt on our own is poor. As we try to heal ourselves or numb ourselves to our own sinfulness. But Jesus tells us that his yoke is easy and his burden is light. And it looks like the cross. You know, Lent is a time of prayer and fasting and almsgiving. It's a moment, again, because the church is so good, to invite us into deeper relationship, into greater trust and faith, to know that Jesus, that God is with you, is with us. So let us trust Jesus, and more importantly, his mercy. The mercy prophesied by Isaiah and lived eternally on the cross for you. That as we heard this past Sunday on the Transfiguration, that through and after the cross is the resurrection, even yours. And so let us trust Jesus in his mercy today and always.